What up, bitches? Class is in session.
Class is in session.
I can't say that seriously.
Class is in session,
Class is in
bitches.
fucking session.
Grab your notepads, grab your pens.
Leave your kids at home.
Yeah.
Hide your wife, unless you are the wife.
Silence your phone. Well, I
Silence
guess
your
we're
phone.
probably on your phone, so don't silence us. But
No, but put do not disturb on.
We're going to be going back to the basics today.
Yep. So if you're a skincare newbie, or if you think you know it all, we're about to school you.
Well, she's about to school you. I'm just going to be in the background like, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
This is going to be a multi-part episode because we are just going to scratch the little surface today.
Mm-hmm. And I think, last week with John was a good like little a teaser for, what you don't learn in esthetician school.
Are you okay? Did you have a hard time getting that out? Let's try it one more time.
I was going to say aesthetic school.
Esthetician school.
Yeah. And so it just, leave me alone.
Take a shot if you've been talking to a guy and they're like, so you're an anesthesiologist or you're an electrician?
One of them is better than the other. What would you say you've gotten more?
Electrician.
Oh.
Which is really sad. I'm like, do I look like a fucking electrician? Maybe back then I did.
No, I don't think you've ever looked like an electrician. If you showed up on my door as an electrician.
Would you think I was a prostitute before an electrician?
No, I would just be like, my shit's going to be more broke than it was before you were here.
So mean.
Am I wrong?
I feel like if I studied
okay, maybe.
and I learned how to be a good electrician, I'd fucking do good.
Yeah, sure.
But like right off the bat, probably not. Like if you just had me try to fix something now, I would blow your house up. Okay, so today let's start. I think we should start with the first step, which is cleansing. Let's get into it. So this is something that perplexed me quite a bit when I was, just dabbling in skincare and trying to get things done. I'm like, what cleansers for me? I assumed just creamy cleansers were for like really dry skin, and then foamy cleansers were just kind of like run of the mill. And then foaming was for like oily skin, and then oil cleanser really was not a thing.
It was for makeup.
No, not even.
Oh, really?
I mean, I cannot remember. I feel like the first time I ever had heard of an oil cleanser was when I was in aesthetic school with, I want to say Prelude, but that's not pre-cleanse. Dermalogica pre-cleanse.
I don't know Dermalogica.
Yeah, Dermalogica pre-cleanse. Wow, that took me back. I now want to go smell that.
Okay.
Oh my God. In the daily microfoliant.
Yeah, there may still be some Dermalogica at your parents' house.
Oh, for sure. There's a graveyard.
Yeah.
So cleansing. Cleansing is the most important step of your entire regimen besides sunscreen. It is 50% of your regimen. If you're not starting with a good clean slate, you're not going to get the best results. If you are not, clearing your skin with all of the congestion, dead skin cells, makeup, and you're trying to apply products, first and foremost, guys, your skin is not a sponge. I wish I could scream this from the rooftops. It is more of a shield. Our skin is to protect us, keep out foreign invaders, pollutants, damage, etc. Our skin is not a sponge. And that's why I hate when people are like so old school, which ask your doctor, don't come for me, about retinoids. Like, oh, it's going to get in the bloodstream. Like a very small percentage, yeah, maybe. But most of the stuff y'all are using is literally sitting on top of your skin and not really getting to where it needs to go. So you don't need to worry about your child. They'll be okay, but ask your doctor. Second of all,
that was not medical advice.
I will never give medical advice.
Just putting that out there.
Although it was so funny when we were in Dubai, for some reason, I don't know who the fuck told him I was a doctor, and they put like on a banner like Dr. Savannah Boda, and it was like an inside joke of like me doing my MD.
Yeah, they were like, the John who was on last week and was like, oh, congratulations on getting your doctorate.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, I'm not. Literally don't even have a college degree, so not me, bitch. I didn't even finish a fucking semester.
Yeah, you did.
Well, wait, what's the thing after a semester? Like a season? Like if I did a year and a half?
2 years as an associate.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get there.
Yeah.
I was close.
Okay.
I was a quarter away. Anyway, cleansing is truly the most important step, again, other than sunscreen. And people using makeup wipes, no. First of all, they're bad for the environment. Second of all, they're full of so many stripping alcohols. It's going to prematurely age you. It's going to dehydrate your skin, show more fine lines and wrinkles. It's just not the vibe. So stop. Throw them away and get yourself a good gel cleanser or oil cleanser as your first cleanse. I prefer cleansing gel from Skin Better. It actually removes makeup so good. And I remember like scoffing at Marlo, which is one of our good friends. At the time, she was more of a sales rep. And I was like, ain't no way that this is going to remove like a photo shoot beat. Like,
was I working for you when cleansing gel came out? Because I remember that conversation. Like, I was there for that conversation.
I think you were, because they had discontinued the daily enzyme cleanser and no one really liked it. So like, bye. But I was like, there's no way.
Because I remember Marlo coming in and making that claim and you were like, yeah, fucking right, bitch. Like, shut up.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way. Because I had been using an oil cleanser for so long as my first cleanse. And I do love oil cleansers. Don't get me wrong. I remember going home. It was after a photo shoot because I like, sometimes reps give me stuff and I'm like, I don't want to use it right away. I'm happy with what I'm doing. It's honestly the best and worst part of my job is having to like use my face to test products because I either goes really great or really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, I hate it.
And it goes really bad more often than
it goes really bad all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I breaking out? Oh, because I fucking am having to beta test a new product for my besties, but it's the price we pay for the life we live. But anyway, I washed my face and my jaw dropped. It was like 10 p.m. I called her and I was like, what is in this? It's insane. And so I absolutely love using that to remove my makeup. So always your first cleanse, I always say, is like sweeping. So you're removing like the surface level debris, the dirt, the grime, like the nasties. Your second cleanse is what's actually thoroughly cleansing your skin and like actually cleaning it, helping with some daily exfoliation, which is needed. Everyone sheds skin cells a day, especially if you have acne-prone skin, you're shedding more than the average person. So having a gentle daily exfoliation serum is key. And I think people get confused when they're like, oh, there's like an alpha hydroxy acid, which is an exfoliating acid inside my cleanser, then I shouldn't have to exfoliate weekly. And it's just such a different level of exfoliation. Like that's like if you're like, oh, I walked to my car, so like I don't need to go to the gym this week. Like that's kind of the same vein, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't replace going to the gym because you walked your dog or whatever, walked to your car. So gentle daily exfoliation is just key for all over skin health. It's going to reveal smoother, brighter skin. It's going to help with some concerns in the skin. Like it's not going to be a heavy hitter like a corrective treatment or, corrective serum, but it will help lighten some pigmentation over time. It will help with, any kind of issue you have, texture, wrinkles, etc. Now, are cleansers like going to be the thing that moves the needle the most for these stubborn skin concerns? Absolutely not. But the ingredients in there, while they are at a low level, can help. And people notice a difference, especially my favorite right now would be the refining foam cleanser from Skin Better. I use that as my second cleanse. And I can't tell you how many people have messaged me and said that they just feel less texture, brighter, clearer, just like more vibrant after using it. So cleansing really can change the game. There's so many clients that have an amazing regimen and their cleansers are just not right for their skin, and it just throws everything off balance and really can just really make or break your skincare regimen. I would argue it's more important than some of the serums you're using on your skin. I mean, if you're starting off your regimen wrong, how can it go up from there, right? It's like if you're building a foundation, a relationship on a bunch of lies, how are you going to have a good relationship,
You're just the queen of analogies
I'm just saying. Today, babe, it's every day.
I know, but like in the past 3 minutes, you've hit 7 analogies.
I fucking love analogies. I want to get a tattoo. This is analogy queen.
It's true.
But, you can't start anything off the wrong foot. You have to start every relationship a good way. So your second cleanse is like mopping. Because if we think about it, if we're sweeping, right? Because if you're just mopping your floor without sweeping it first, you're just moving dirt all around your floor.
Kind of gross.
It is gross. So you got to make sure you're getting it semi-clean, just doing the grunt work so that you can really get in there and polish and clean it really nicely and get it sparkling. And so your second cleanse, I always like to compare it to mopping, which is the deep clean. It's what's, shining your floors, getting all the nooks and crannies, really cleansing your skin. So I will say for all skin types, I love cleansing gel, dry, acne, pigment, aging, etc. But if you love an oil cleanser, I do like the Botanical Bee enzyme oil that we saw on our website from One Love Organics. It smells like a vacation in a bottle. It's really nice. But personally, I just like cleansing gel. It removes my makeup so much better than any oil cleanser. I'm just obsessed with it. I do like the Epicutis oil cleanser, but again, I feel like if I was just wearing sunscreen, it would do a good job, but I don't know, guys. Tone Smart sunscreen, you got to work to get that bitch off. So I really feel like cleansing gel just does a better job for me.
I have a good time with Ultra Gentle Cleanser.
Yeah, you do.
I like it. I think it melts I don't wear full B, obviously, any day, but for Tone Smart, she does the job.
Yeah, I also do love that. And Barrier Pro is amazing. Now, they call this a double cleanse in a bottle. Yes, if you had like just some sunscreen makeup on, I feel like it could do the job. I just personally always like to do an insurance cleanse to make sure everything's off. I do think it is a very, very, very active cleanser when it comes to removing, not active with its ingredients, but active as doing its job at removing makeup and sunscreen and mascara. I just would always recommend to do two, like it just, yes, it does, but like, I just need that like.
But you also like the dual purpose of one, removing the makeup, and two, using a treat. Yeah, treating the skin, like prepping.
Because Barrier Pro is not going to treat the skin. It's going to help with barrier function and barrier support, but it's not going to doesn't have any alpha hydroxy acids. And I like a little exfoliation in my cleanser, which is why I also love Prelude. Prelude is such a good one. I've called this a hydrofacial in a bottle. And no, it's not going to replace a hydrofacial treatment, but they have the same technology. Kind of, sort of. Well, they do. I mean, hydrofacials draw out impurities and infuse nutrients into the skin, and that's what Prelude does as a cleanser. Again, is it going to give that same result? Is it going to replace the hydrofacial? No, but it is cool that it does kind of that same mechanism at home daily, twice a day. If you fancy doing it twice a day, you totally can. So I absolutely love Prelude, and it smells really good too. Other cleansers that I love, we have Idyllic Cleanser. That is a 3% mandelic, and that's Tyler's baby. And I love mandelic acid. Mandelic acid's a really gentle alpha hydroxy acid. It almost is more gentle than lactic. I wouldn't say it's as hydrating as lactic acid, but they're on the same vibe. And it's also great because it's antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It's everything anti, so really great for fungal acne, inflammation in the skin, pigment, acne, aging. It's a great exfoliator, and it can be used daily. So people ask me, Savanna, why do you recommend Idyllic over Mandelic Cleanser from Face Reality? Well, Mandelic Cleanser is a 1% Mandelic, which is great and wonderful, but I've noticed with some of my clients with more stubborn concerns, and maybe they're not using as high of percentages in their daily regimen, they love Idyllic Cleanser for that extra 2%, and it does make a difference. So more sensitive skin, I would stick with just the regular OG Mandelic from Face Reality, but if you've been on it for a while and you're like, I want to try something new, I really do like the Idyllic Cleanser. It's quite wonderful. Why are you laughing at me, Tyler? Fuck you.
I don't know. It's quite wonderful. Like, it was so poised. Okay. Like, it was such a poised, and I'm not used to.
Okay, like, eat shit and die.
It was so funny. Maybe it's so wonderful. It was delightful. Like, okay, pop off.
Maybe it's because.
Okay, thesaurus.
Okay, you know what, Tyler? Rot. Maybe it's because I start off with "What up, bitches,"
yeah,
and then I went in with it. It's delightful.
Yeah, like, okay.
That's
sorry,
so
that
funny.
just it threw me
Fuck
off.
You.
Okay, what's next?
I don't even know what time we're at.
Me neither.
What is the time? Nobody knows.
I think we have.
And now there's mountains.
Oh, yep. I think we should do like 3 more topics.
Okay. So we went into cleanser.
So you said that was second behind sunscreen. Let's talk about sunscreens.
Okay. Sunscreen, the most important step in your regimen. And if you're not doing it, it's like eating chips without guac, or it's like literally making guacamole without the avocado. It's like you have all these amazing like tomatoes, and if you go to Mi Dia, sun-dried tomatoes, bacon on the side if you're with me, jalapenos, onions, serrano peppers. Is it serrano peppers or Sonero?
I think serrano. I don't know actually.
Serrano? It sounds like Toronto.
There's a T in there that you're missing.
Toronto?
Toronto.
I said Toronto.
Again.
Wait. Toronto.
Where's the T?
In the beginning.
No, there's a T. Toronto.
Oh, like Toron and then a toe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never been.
So, yeah, basically, if you put in all that work and then...
You don't do it.
You don't put in the avocado. You
don't have any avocado. And you know what? Your skin's going to fall off and your guacamole ain't guacamole.
Yeah.
And honestly, the one thing I would say Well, that's a lie. The one thing that really changed my skin was Alpharet, but I'd say second to that would be actually wearing sunscreen. Because, like, low-key, when I was in aesthetic school, I didn't wear that shit. But I didn't like any of them. Honestly, let's be so real. My first year as an esthetician, I wasn't great about wearing sunscreen. Because I just, like, first of all, I looked like a rat the entire time. My first year of aesthetics. So you're looking back at videos, because I made this, like, sentimental video about a month ago. And it was so funny. I, like, all of my videos, I look like fucking death.
It was,
like, I had wet hair. Also, I had no hair. I had a mullet at that time because my fuck you, my hair was bleached to nothingness. It fell off. Okay, it fell off. I had no hair. I had really bad lip filler, like really bad lip filler.
Yeah,
like you guys, it was arguably like everyone's fake for not telling me.
The style was interesting. Hey,
okay,
Marlo
I had
told
big
you.
boobs.
Marlo told you.
Marlo did tell me that my lips looked bad and I had bad outfits.
And at the time, you said, "Fuck you, Marlo."
I thought I was slang. And you know what? Honestly, I was probably more confident then than I am now.
True. Facts. 1,000%.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like when I was bigger and I had bigger boobs and
botched
botched lip filler. I fucking thought I was the shit. Like, no hair. Fuck you. I really thought I was that girl. I loved myself so much.
Yeah.
Was
you
it
were awesome. No, I don't think it was delusion. I thought you were beautiful back then. Looking back, like,
that's crazy.
Like, to me, you're the same.
I'm surprised
place.
Lance didn't break up with me, to be honest. I would have left me. But you know what? I guess he cared about this heart. Yeah, that's what's inside that counts.
We're in a silly, goofy mood today.
We are in a silly, goofy mood.
So sunscreen.
I don't want to talk skincare. Okay, fine. Twist my arm. I guess we'll talk skincare. Okay, sunscreen. So there's 2. Mineral. Well, 3. Mineral, chemical, and a hybrid. And the hybrid would be a mineral chemical little soiree, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And mineral sunscreens typically zinc. And this is the one which, okay, I'm going to tell you what the people say, and then I'm going to tell you recent science, okay? Because you'll see both. People say mineral sunscreen blocks, and this is what we're taught in school, so no shade to you guys if you believe this, because I did, and then I got called out by all these chemists and all these mean motherfuckers, and I'm like, I'm just reading the textbook and other million resources that say the same thing, but it's not technically correct anymore because we've advanced our studies. But I'll tell you anyway. Mineral sunscreen blocks UV rays, so it's like a reflector, like pew.
Doesn't allow the heat or the sun rays into the skin.
Chemical. They say, come in, baby girl, but we're going to convert you and change you.
Yeah.
So it's like if you came in as a Christian, you'd leave as a Jew.
Yeah.
That's what chemical sunscreen is.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. Not saying one religion's better than the other. I was just thinking about converting, and the only thing I think about when I think of converting
is religion. Fair enough.
So before you guys are like trying to come for me, you guys know I love God. Jesus is my baby. Yeah, but in recent studies, actually, mineral sunscreen does get absorbed to some point. So mostly it's coming down to like what your vibe is. So mineral sunscreens can be a little thicker. They have some good tinted mineral sunscreens, but you know, some of them can make you a little ashy and chalky. But that's why we like Flex from Color Science and Tone Smart from Skin Better. And then chemical sunscreen, the only one I really carry is the Face Reality one, and I love it for a cheaper, more affordable option.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different methods, but regardless, the best sunscreen is the one that you'll wear.
That is true, and that is Tone Smart.
Yeah.
Or Flex. But I'm a Tone Smart girly through and through. Some people like Flex because it's a little thinner in consistency.
Yes.
And they say it makes their skin feel more like...
It feels like it's getting in your pores more.
Yeah, like it's in there.
But I like Tone Smart because I like Flex too. Low key though, Flex do be breaking me out quite a bit. But Glow and Bronze doesn't. And it's like so like 60-40. Like 60% can use Flex with no issue. And then like 40% of us are like...
Yeah.
It sucks because I love it. But I think it's the way... When I've talked to Color Science, they've said it's because of the ironized minerals and the way that they're getting into the skin. And there's no way to go around that without it not being white. So.
But also one point to make is chemical sunscreen is bad for the ocean.
Not all.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's fear mongering, babe.
Is it actually? But it's illegal in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, because There's certain ingredients that
So they do like a blanket ban.
This industry is like so fucking annoying because people have such conviction on both ends. And I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like sunscreen, but like, calm the fuck down. As long as we're like not getting skin cancer and dying, like it's not that deep.
Mm-hmm.
But like the misinformation around sunscreen, I just don't want to be getting duetted by some of these chemists because they will say that it is a lie and it isn't true and that chemical sunscreen has nothing to do with coral bleaching. That's what a lot of chemists say.
Okay, interesting.
But, you know, I can't put my 2 cents on that because I have not done the research.
Fair enough.
And so I'm not going to speak out of my ass.
I was speaking out of my ass. Well, no, I wasn't. I didn't do medical research, but knowing that so many places around the world require you to use mineral sunscreen when you're in the water. Which
I want to respect them. Like we did the whole time in Hawaii. Like we're going to do what we're told to do. Like if Dubai's like, don't fucking bring CBD or a vibrator, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
If Hawaii's like, don't fucking bring chemical sunscreen, we're not going to bring it. So, yeah. But it is kind of one of those things that like people are like, it's yeah. Yeah. To your own research besties. I don't know. I've never personally put chemical sunscreen on a piece of coral and watched it turn white. But I think our world's dying. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's fair. And you know,
and can sunscreen play a factor? Maybe, maybe not. But then I'm also on the team of like, you know, if we don't know 100% if it's doing harm or not, it's better just to not do it.
Period. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Last topic. Different forms of exfoliation.
Oh, I like this one. Okay. We have physical, enzymatic, and chemical.
Is it enzymatic or enzymatic?
You know, clearly I don't know how to say anything ever. I just don't know how to pronounce.
That's why, like the other day, I was like, is it disport or is it disport?
It's like tomato.
Okay.
It's like pecan
but no one
and pecan.
says tomato. Oh, I guess British people.
Tomato.
Okay, yeah.
You want a bit of tomato on that?
No one in the States says tomato.
Do you say caramel or caramel?
I say caramel.
I say caramel.
That's the southern. Do you say pecan or pecan?
Pecan pie, love.
Do you really actually say pecan?
Yeah, I say pecan.
Wow.
Okay. Am I being judged?
Well, no, it's because your mom's from Tennessee.
Yeah. So you want some pecan and caramel?
No, caramel's right. No,
caramel?
Caramel. I say caramel.
I think I just switched the vibe that I feel.
Depending on the dish.
Yeah.
Like if it's like pecans, like pecan square.
Yeah, it's pecan.
That's pecan.
But if I'm going to eat some pecan pie,
it's a pecan. Okay.
You know, different strokes for different folks and different communities and people around the world and religions and subtype groups.
Okay. Different types of exfoliation.
All right. So physical. This would be like a scrub. This could be a Clarisonic, which vomit. It could be a Foreo. Do you remember the Foreo?
No. I did not have Foreo. That. Sounds like a sex toy.
It's not.
Does it look like one?
I've never seen one shaped like that.
I'm gonna look it up. Keep going though.
Foreo. There's like an exfoliation mitten. You could have a kojic sponge, or is it konjic? No, that's conjugal visit. How do you spell a konjic sponge? Or is it a kojic sponge? It's not kojic acid. It's like Kojac. You guys know I'm pretty illiterate.
Oh yeah.
Does it look like a sex toy? I don't think so. Like unless you have like a really big clip, like a big old clip.
What else were you wanting me to look up? Kojic.
Konjic brush. Ko. Maybe there's an N. JAC.
Koji.
Let me see. No, that wouldn't be it.
That looks like a Clarisonic.
Let me see that. Oh, we gotta go, boo boo skidoo.
Yeah, I know we really do. We're going to see Wicked.
It's konjac.
Popular.
It's a root vegetable.
I'm on the bigger pop.
And you can make it, and it's low calorie because it's mostly water. So that's physical. Abrasion, okay? Like mechanical exfoliation. Chemical is going to be chemical. Alpha hydroxy acids. We're talking salicylic acid is a beta hydroxy acid, but that counts because it does do some more exfoliation, but it usually is just decongesting the pore. We have mandelic acid. We have retinoic acid. We have, why can't I think? Glycolic acid. lactic acid, malic acid, citric acid, tartaric acid, all the acids. Okay.
You just had to open the floodgate and
did.
They came out.
And then we have enzymatic. And that would be like, again, don't fucking come for me. I know bromelain. Is it papain or papan? Or papin or papin?
Papin.
You think it's papin?
No.
I think it's papain. Everyone says it different. But that's from papayas. Bromelain's from pineapples. So many different enzyme forms of exfoliation. And this is basically what eats at your dead skin cells like little Pac-Man. And it's the most gentle form of exfoliation. So rosacea, sensitive skin, I mean, all skin types can use enzymatic. It's just the most like it's like missionary sex. It is. It's like sweet and loving. And then like
what's swinging from the chandeliers?
That would probably be physical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty abrasive. Like no lube, going raw.
Okay.
And then I would say chemicals, like really just that catch-all that everyone really loves. It's very beneficial.
A little reverse cowgirl.
Yeah, it's like a little freaky.
Spice it up.
Spices it up, but it's nothing like too painful.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like chemical exfoliation the best.
Me too.
Alpha peel pads all day, baby.
Period.
Love those hoes.
Okay, we got to run to a movie.
Sorry, we were really trying to get one in, but I think this was funny, and you learned a little bit.
You learned a little bit. Next time we'll do better.
If you didn't learn or laugh, get the fuck off my platform. Just kidding. No, we love you guys.
We love you guys. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.
I just love that they don't know what kind of episode they're going to get from me.
Oh, yeah, never. It's always like what is it going to be this week?
Is it delightful?
This was a delightful episode. Please.
I think it's funny, and I think people will laugh. And if you don't, just pretend. If you didn't like this, just skip it and come back to when I'm like normal. All right.
Love you guys.
Popular. You're gonna be popular.